Hello guys. Welcome back to Tomato GFX. I know this lecture is too much delayed, and the reason for that is I was working with some clients, and money is also important for working, and we cannot rely on YouTube for now, as you can see my sub count. Okay, so let's work on today's edit panel, and we will be going very fast with it because it does not have so many things in it. I'll be skipping those things which are not necessary for us. And one more thing about this series, like if you stumble on anything which is not working with you, or you have any confusion with Adobe, so you can ask me, but I'll be explaining that. So don't judge me on that I have left some points and you are confused with those points, because this is a general series, so you can have some doubts in some specific areas or specific panels, so we can work out through that. Don't worry about that. So let's start today's lecture about edit panel. So welcome back to the magical world of Illustrator, and we'll full screen our setup. So here is our edit menu option, and we have so many options over here. Some of them are disabled right now because we haven't added some plane over here. If we add some plane over here, I'll be just adding 3. So we have a little artwork going on here, and if we just select all of them and go to edit panel, so you can see so many things are right now in active mode. And the first option we see is undo and redo. So what is undo and redo? It's Control Z and Control Shift Z. So if you press Control Shift Z, it will be redoing the stuff, and if you press Control Z, it will be undoing the steps. So this is a functionality which is very basic. So some people press Control Y for redo, but it's Control Shift Z. Okay, so after this we have our cut and copy things, which is very easy. Control C, Control V. You can just do it very easily. And then we have a stack of paste options. So now I'll be just copying this. I'll be just clicking on Control C, and also I'll be just creating some more artboards over here. So I'll be just deleting these from the first artboard, and let's zoom into our first artboard here. So now if I click on edit, you can see we have an option of paste over here. We click on paste, it will paste the layer. Now we have a next option which is paste front, but this is the basic normal use. When we paste, it will be pasted on front. If you paste on back, you can see we have pasted our thing, but in the back. On the front, this is our image, and this is our group which was pasted now, and we can just edit it in the background. It is in the background. Let's delete it. Let's see some more edit options. So like paste in place, like if you want to paste the same amount of boxes on the same thing, you can use place on place, which is the method we use when we are copying layers on each other to make something better. So you can do it with the shortcut over here, which is paste in place, which is Shift Control V. So I can just copy this object, and I can just make a copy on itself by Control Shift V. And now you can see we have pasted the object. Oh, I'll be just copying this one. Control C, I'll be just copying this one. And now Control Shift V. You can see we have pasted the same object on it. Okay, so after this we have paste on all artboard. So if I click on this option over here, the same thing or the same settings will be applied on all the artboards where the first object is pasted like this. So these are some paste options we have in edit panel, and after that we have clear. So clear is very easy. It will remove the selected layers. After that we have find and replace, which is a basic option of MS. So you can just find your word and replace it with something you want. So this is a very simple thing. I don't want to dive into it. After that we have colors. So we can recolor our presets. Like if you can see here, we have selected these layers, and I want to just make this artwork little more in different colors. So I can just click on edit, go to color, recolor artwork, and I got this huge panel over here. And now here we can see it is showing that what colors we have used here. And if I just want to change these color, I can just simply do that by going on here and changing it to blue. I guess I just want the blue over here. So now that color is changed to blue. So this is a simple artwork, but if you want so many pieces to be changed to a single color, you can use this option over here in edit panel. So I can just change the green also with this hue saturation panel, and I can easily change the colors over here. You also have some presets over here, and these presets are going wild, so we can adjust with color balance, which will be like RGB mode. We can adjust the reds and whites. Oh, I'll be just previewing it, and you can see we can play with the values of reds and greens and blues. So this is an RGB based color changing mode because it is known as color based mode. So you can understand that, and you can just work on fills or stroke. This is your option. And after that we can go in edit color and blend horizontally. These are not that of a useful thing. The useful thing were only these two options. After that we have transparency flatten preset, and these all presets which is not needed because we don't work with them most of the time. We have some pre-created presets for them, and I guess for the beginner they are not necessary, so I'll be not adding that in this video. After that we have color settings. Color setting should be on basic according to your monitor. I prefer these settings, so you can add your settings according to this. And after that we have assign profile. Assign profile is we can just tell Illustrator that we should color manage everything which is coming into our this artboard or not. Like if you are bringing some artwork from CMYK profile to this artboard, so it should be changed to RGB so that you can bring all the colors in the same. If you click on don't manage, everything will be set it on their own profile, and there will be a color discrimination between all the boxes, and maybe Illustrator have some glitches also. So I always set it to working with RGB sRGB, which is my universal. So because my computer is like 100% RGB, so I work with that. After that we have keyboard shortcuts. This is the corner where you learn everything, bro. Like this is the corner where you can get everything you want, like every shortcut in this complete software. You can find every single software over here, and you can just work with them according to you, and you can also set the shortcut for that. Like if you I just want 10% opacity mode, and I can just press over here something like, so I'll be just assigning 7 to it. So yeah, it is working. And name of shortcut opa 7. So now if I just select this and just click on 7, my opacity is set to 10. This is a glimpses of what you can do with your shortcuts, and you can edit it also how you want it and how you can make your workflow faster. So this is what you are going to work with in Illustrator. I'll be just undoing that to default because I don't need that shortcut to be done in my profile there. After that we have my settings, so you don't need to work with that because it is pre-defined and some presets are done with that, so you don't need to mess with this my settings corner. At last we have preferences, and this is the main thing in entire edit panel. So this is how your Illustrator going to work. If I click on general settings, we have lot of options over here. I suggest you to make these settings as same as my settings because it will be giving you more brief and productive hours throughout your working. So don't check this button over here because it is the first click I can do. And after that we can just scale strokes and effects and scale corners. So this is also a good thing because scaling corner is important, but scaling effects and stroke is not important. And you can just uncheck this also. Yeah, it depends on you completely. So after that we have selection, anchor. I'll be just going through all the properties over here very quickly, so you can just copy them easily. So anchor point display, you can just select the tolerance and selections, like how the selection is going on around your anchor point and how your bezier handles should be looking to you. I prefer to make them hollow, and you can also increase and decrease the size. So I'll be setting it to default right now. After that we have type, so you can just check out the type options over here. After that we have units. These are very simple, you can set it by document setup also. Guides and grids, we can set the colors and everything. Smart guides are also some options. I'll be teaching you guides in a different section. After that we have slices. So for slices we have a color. So these are just some basic things, and we can set our scratch disk user. So So let's bring on our first panel where we are having some personality differences, because I love a dark theme. So I have chosen this dark over here. You can just choose your preferred style. You can change your Illustrator according to you. So I always prefer it to make a dark, and you can change the UI scaling also, like how big your UI should look. And after that we have performance. I have set it to GPU over here. We have talked about performance in our previous classes, so you can also go on there. This is an undo count, set it to 50 because it will be better for your performance. And after that we have file handling. This is the settings you should apply for file handling. And after that we have clipboard handling, and after that we have appearance black. So appearance black is the example, as you can see here. This is all darker black, which is a different level of CMYK color variance going on. And at last, we have devices, which is like enable Wacom here. A Wacom is a tablet, so we can also work with our devices over here. If you just don't click on it, your pen tablets might not be working it properly. So these were all the settings you need to know about Illustrator, and this is how you work with the Illustrator edit menu. So I hope you have understood all the settings and copied all the settings. It will be better for you. And this is our edit panel closed. After this, we will be going to object menu. Object menu is little bigger than edit menu. So let's work on it. I'll be making the video soon. Until then, practice all the edit menu shortcuts and everything, and take care.